Michael, as away performances go, they don't get much better than that. You must be over the moon.
Yeah, delighted with the result. We were clinical. I think we've played better and lost. I think Wednesday night's probably an example of that, to be honest. Different type of game, possibly as well. But a very demanding week for the players. So, to take the opportunities when we got them was very important. I thought Angus was excellent in the early part of the game for us, and then showed great composure through the 90 minutes for us. And we defended resolutely. Again, Danny Batt and Harry Suter, particularly the second half, were terrific.
You mentioned Angus Gunn, those first couple of saves. What changed from about the 10-15 minute marks to get back into the game, start to get a foothold?
I think we had to change the shape of the team a little bit. We started 3-4-3. We were a little bit overloaded in midfield. We dropped Nick in behind the front, so we ended up basically 3-5-2. And it probably got Tyrese a little bit closer to Stephen Fletcher and Nick. Just give us another body for second balls, which was important in the game. We found that they were hitting a lot of diagonal balls, and we had to deal with that. And then the ball was dropping in areas where at times we were a man short. John Obi-Mikel's been terrific, and him and Jordan Thompson both been terrific. And sometimes you need just an extra pair of legs in there to help them, and that's what we did. And we continued that in the second half with the substitutions that we made.
Tyree's got your first goal. It's another goal for him, and another on the right foot. Is that an area of the game that you've worked on with him, with his right foot?
Well, not specifically. He's. I think that when we've played Ty off the right, we've tried to focus on him being able to go on the outside, which he's a little bit reluctant to go at times because he's naturally left-sided. But when the ball drops in the box, he's very adept at going on his right side. I think it's when it's an instinctive thing and he doesn't have to think about it, then we see his quality. You look also, he's a great shot in the second half, I think off his right side as well, hits the post. Very similar finish to what he had against Brentford. So look, Ty's a handful. You can see that defenders are scared of him, whether you play him off the left, off the right, through the middle, and delighted for him because goals breed confidence, and him and Fletcher obviously, adding to their numbers.
You mentioned Stephen Fletcher, that was his fourth of the season. He's doing exactly what you brought him in to do, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's both on and off the pitch. Terrific character off the pitch as well. Has been a real positive in the dressing room. Him, John Obi, James Chester, as the older players that we brought in to add to the good characters we have been really, really positive. And he's got quality. His link-up play, he's able to compete with defenders. He's battle hardened in this division, let's be honest, but then he has that extra bit of quality in the box when you need it.
I suppose when you go 2-0 up away from home, you've got the opposition exactly where you want them, and second half you did everything that you needed to and defended well and got another clean sheet.
Yeah, it was big. The clean sheet was important in the second half. You don't concede early and then the game becomes difficult. We didn't do that, but we limit them to very few chances. They then obviously put a lot of bodies forward. We just saw the game out 5-4-1 and tried to be a threat when we got up the pitch and capitalised on a mistake on their part, and Jacob gets a goal, which is important for him and his confidence as well, and overall we couldn't have asked for anything more. And
your attacking players are certainly sharing the goals amongst themselves now.
They are. It's important, I think, that we get that. I think Nick's got 3 goals, and I think Fletch and Ty are on 4 now, is it? So yeah, we want the numbers to be high, and we want to get goals spread through the team, and that's what we're getting at this moment in time.
Today brings an end to a pretty intense period. There must be some tired minds and legs in the change.
Yeah, there is, and the coaching staff as well, to be honest. Yeah, look, we've played midweek since the start of the season, and the only break we had was the international break, and then the international players don't get that break either. So it's very, very, very demanding. We'll then go into a run of games, which I think is as many as 13 games before we get a break again. So a lot of midweek games. But this is probably as difficult a week as you can get. Away to Watford, away to Reading, who are both going to be in the mix, I think. And we're disappointed that we didn't come away with more. But it's been a good week. 6 points from the 3 games, and as I say, we take that forward to the games that come up after the international break.
Is this 2-week period coming up an opportunity to hopefully get some of those injured players back coming up with this intense period?
Yeah, hopefully we'll have Clucas back, we'll have Chester back definitely, and it just gives us a bit more time to get the likes of Nathan Collins coming. Nathan's only trained Friday, so we couldn't consider him to start the game today, and it gives us more time. Obviously Joe's probably maybe a little bit further away, but at least he's making good recovery, and that's important as well.
And finally, obviously, it's a year on since you walked through the door. Considering where you were when you came to where you are now, you must be pleased with the progress.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I am. It's been challenging, but it's been good. A lot of hard work. The staff have done brilliant work behind the scenes as well. Made a lot of changes with the club, which I think hopefully will benefit the club in the long term as well. And we just got to keep, working away. Progression is important for the club. We've done it, I think, with, quite limited resources, and we just got to continue to do that and make sure that, the players we bring to the club are the right type and add to the squad that we have.